Not a bad life you got going for yourself, dude. How did this come about? Like, because this isn't what your life was like when you were in Arizona and I met you. You were
Definitely.
probably still living at that skate park, right?
Yeah, honestly, like I fucking can't believe that it's worked out the way it did, and I'm so thankful for it. Like, but it was fucking when I think back to it, I left home when I was 14 years old. I'm from a small town in the southwest of Scotland called Stranraer, and there's nothing there. There's like the shittest little skate park ever. And I used to first get into BMX from my older brother, and he was like 4 years older than me. And when I was 10 years old, I used to go, my mom and dad would take me out to the skate park to watch my brother ride and his friends. And it looked as if they're having so much fun. So I wanted to be part of that. And then that's how I kind of got into BMX for my 10th birthday. Begged mum and dad for the BMX, and I got it, or my 11th birthday. Anyway, I got it, and I was just hooked on it. But unfortunately, they were all older, and then they all quit riding. So I didn't really have any friends in the town, and it was just like small town. Even my mates that were my age, they weren't into riding really or anything like that. So it sucked. So then I started taking it into my own hands when I was like 12, and I'd jump on the train at the weekend, and it would take me three and a
A-
half hours to go to Unit 23 skate park in Dumbarton.
As a 12-year-old, you're hopping on a train and going 3 hours to.
Yeah,
That's amazing, dude.
3.5 hours. And
Yeah.
it was scary because I'd never even been in like a big city before, and I had to go through Glasgow city centre to get another train, then go on the underground. There was junkies everywhere. It was it was scary. But then I ended up making friends at Unit 23, and I'd come home from there, and I just hated being home. It was shit. Like all I wanted to do was ride that bike. It was the only thing I cared about, and I go to hell and back just to ride it. So, I ended up. My mum was a teacher at my high school as well, and I know I'm rattling on a bit here, but it's
No,
quite
I love
enough.
it. Keep going.
And then my dad was the janitor at the high school, and my brother-in-law was my geography teacher at the school. But I remember my mum would give me like a day off school to go and stay up with my friends at Unit 23 and ride.
Sick.
Um,
Shout out, mom. That's
yeah,
awesome.
honestly, yeah, fucking, it was amazing. Without them, I wouldn't have been able to do this. But yeah, so she'd make up excuses, say, "Oh, Chris is not well, and he's fucking gonna keep him off school." But I was away riding my bike in Glasgow, and then she get yeah a day that she gave me. Yeah, she gave me a day off school, but that day would turn into 2 days, and I'd be like, "Mama, I missed the train home, or I've run out of money, I can't come home." And then it would turn into a week, and then fucking 2 weeks, and then 3 weeks, and then I had people chasing me to try and take me to court because my attendance was non-existent at school. Like
Yeah.
I didn't do any exams or anything like that, so I've got no qualifications. And but I hated it because I didn't realize what I was doing to my mum and dad, but I was putting them through hell. But even though I wasn't bad or anything like that, but I was just young, and just all I cared about was riding. So
Yeah.
and then when I was 15, just turning 16, Chick Maley, the guy that runs Unit 23 Skate Park, was like, "Chris, if you want, you can live in the skate park." And I was like, ah, wow, no way. Like every kid's dream, it was
Yeah.
like fucking like the Woodward of the UK pretty much. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I was in there, and it was scary though. It's a big old warehouse, and it's not like the cleanest of places. It's like it's a proper what you call an actual skate park. It's not like a new thing. It's a proper fucking skate park.
Yeah.
And it was used in the war to build parts of planes. Then it was a distillery, and then it was a skate park. But
No
the thing
shit. That's dope. I didn't know all that.
it was cool, but it was scary. And I'd be in there by myself at night, and I slept on like a two-seater sofa. It was so cold as well. It was like -5 sometimes. It was fucking freezing.
Wow.
Uh, I didn't have any money to eat or anything as well, so I'd live on candy and sweets out of the skate park shop. And
Fucking heck.
yeah, honestly, it was gnarly. But then the next day we'd roll around, and my friends would all be back in there, and I'd just be having the best time again. And fuck, it's all I cared about. And then yeah, and then I got hooked up by BSD and started traveling. Nike as well. I was on Nike. And then yeah, started traveling and started making a little bit of money for it, and then I was like, fucking hell, this could actually
Yeah.
work. I was like, this is crazy, yeah. And
You kind of went all in without realizing that you went
yeah,
all in. That's amazing.
honestly, like I didn't know that. Obviously, it'd be like a dream to be like a rider and that, but to be honest with you, I never thought it would happen because coming from such a small town like that in Scotland in the middle of nowhere, shit like that just doesn't happen. It was always like in America and that, or you'd see
Yeah.
pros. Yeah, but it just fuck. And I'm a strong believer now. As long as you're passionate enough about something, doesn't matter what it is. As long as you fucking live it and breathe it and commit to it, then you'll succeed. It doesn't matter where you're from or what skate park you have. You can fucking do it. So
Yes, sir. That's fucking awesome. Reached the end of the video. Hopefully you enjoyed that clip. If you want to support me and the podcast, just subscribe and share the show with your friends. The full episode is in the description, so if you haven't, go check that out. It's also available on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and wherever you listen to podcasts. And the goal is just to grow. So if you could share the show with your BMX homies, that'd be dope. Anybody that you know that is a BMX nerd and would enjoy this podcast, do me that favor, and we'll keep all these clips coming and one episode every week. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.